Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on those famous furry faces you see all over the internet. We're going to break down the exact playbook for turning your awesome dog into a legitimate social star.
You know the feeling, right? You're just scrolling through your feed and you see these incredible, perfectly posed photos of dogs, and you just have to wonder, how do they do that? How do they get them to look right at the camera? It feels like some kind of magic.
Well, I'm here to tell you it is definitely not magic, and it's not just luck either. The truth is, behind every single great petfluencer, there's a really clear, totally achievable plan. So let's dive into that playbook.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll cover the training you need for that perfect shot. Then we'll get into the fun stuff, props and costumes. After that, we'll talk about building your dog's unique brand, and finally, how to grow your audience.
All right, first things first. Before you even think about props or hashtags, you gotta have a good partner for your photo shoots. And that all starts with some really solid positive training.
Okay, this slide right here breaks down what is maybe the single most valuable command for photos, the look at the camera cue. It's actually pretty simple. You just use a really good treat to lure their gaze from their nose right up to your eyes. The second they make eye contact, you say yes and give them the reward. Do this enough and pretty soon, just saying the word look is going to get you that perfect gaze right into the lens.
And this is a brilliant technique, especially if your dog is a little camera shy. You know, a big camera lens can be kind of intimidating. So what you do is turn that scary thing into a treat dispenser. You make the shutter click, you give a treat. Click, treat. Before you know it, that sound actually makes your dog happy and alert, because they know a reward is coming. It's genius.
And here are a few more pro tips to really set yourself up for success. Use the really good stuff for rewards. We're talking cheese, chicken, the works. And keep your training sessions short and sweet, like 5 or 10 minutes, so nobody gets burned out. Oh, and a tired dog is a calm dog, so a good run before a photo shoot is an absolute game changer. And, start in a quiet place before you try to get that perfect shot in a busy park.
So, once you have that training foundation down, it's time to get creative. Let's talk props and costumes. But here's the golden rule. Your dog's comfort and safety always come first. Seriously, no picture is worth stressing out your pup. Just trying to shove a dog into a costume is a recipe for disaster. The key is to make it a positive experience, a fun game. So you start by just leaving the costume out for them to check out. Then you reward them for just touching it. Then you place it on their back for literally a second, treat, and take it off. You just slowly build up the time, always pairing it with praise and rewards. It takes patience, but it works.
And picking the right costume is absolutely crucial. A good one lets your dog move around, see, and breathe totally freely. A bad one, well, it's going to restrict them, have little bits they could choke on, or pinch them with tight elastics. You always have to put their well-being way ahead of the photo op.
Okay, so you've got a well-trained model, you've got some amazing photos. Now what? How do you stand out when there are millions of other cute dogs online? It all starts with building a brand.
This is where the idea of a pet persona comes into play. See, the most successful accounts don't just post random cute pictures. They build a character. Is your dog the rugged adventurer? The goofy class clown? Figuring out that persona is what makes your content feel special and memorable.
So think about what makes your dog, well, your dog, and lean into it hard. Picking a niche helps you attract a really dedicated audience. People who love hiking with their dogs are going to follow the adventurer. People who need a good laugh will follow the goofy clown. A clear theme tells new followers exactly what they're going to get.
Okay, with that clear brand in place, the final piece of the puzzle is actively growing your followers using some proven social media strategies.
Think of this table as your social media cheat sheet. Now, if you're gonna pay attention to one thing here, make it the Reels and TikToks. The algorithms on those platforms are literally designed for discovery. That means one short, funny video of your dog set to a trending song could expose them to thousands or even millions of new people. It is by far the fastest way to grow your account right now.
And it's not just what you post, it's when you post. The data is pretty clear. Midweek, so Tuesday through Thursday, that's the sweet spot for engagement. It's when people are taking a little scroll break from work. Posting then gives your content the best possible chance of being seen. And finally, please remember that social media is a two-way street. You can't just post and ghost. You got to reply to comments, ask questions in your captions, and actually go interact with other pet accounts. Building that community, that is the real secret to having a loyal and active following that just loves what you do.
So, if we're going to wrap it all up, the journey from beloved family pet to social media star, it really isn't about luck. It's a formula. You need a well-trained dog who's having fun,
a creative approach that always puts safety first, and a really smart, consistent strategy for getting your content out into the world.
So there you have it. That's the playbook. You've got all the tools and techniques right here. The only question left is, what amazing story are you and your dog going to tell?